isolated a piece of the background, and inside of that yellow square is the tree branches that are above the fence. And then when we get to the other square, so bring that over, and that's off to the side, so we know that that's real, that's part of the environment. And now we've got the head that comes in with the smoke around it and the cloaking or whatever. And we've identified this same exact area that we identified before, same exact area, and then bring it up and compare it side by side. And pause it there. This is not part of the background. This is an artifact that this being, through its technology, some kind of a lag in its cloaking device, in that because it's cloaking with whatever background it's in where it was before. And because this film that we're looking at here is only 0.8 of a second, there must have been some lag time between that cloaking technology transferring while it moves. So we used AI software to analyze all this, and inside of that yellow square right there, that kind of a weird shape there, there are a number of pixels, and those pixels have been diminished by 66%.
That this video has not been altered in any way. It's an original source. It's an original video. After a review several times and use a special software to track all this vector motion, I noticed that the shadow that you can see over the fence in reality it's in the video.
Today's presentation is from Mr. Mao-san, with the person who shot the video footage of the sphere discussing the incident. We'll also hear the compelling test results regarding the manufacturing process of how the sphere was made.
And let's now look at the third video. Yes, there are 3 videos, which is one of the more important ones of the 3. And I'm going to explain to you why. This was filmed by a different person who wants to remain anonymous. Not anymore. His name is William Antonio Zúñiga. This video was filmed on June 7th over the township of Yumbo in the Caucasus Valley in Colombia. This sphere, as we can see, presents the same type of physical traits. It's identical to the Buga Sphere. It's got the same equator, and you can also see patterns on the top part. There's no doubt about that. So what I'm asking myself is, maybe they're there to show us this evidence. That's just a hypothesis. It's hypothetical. As you can see, we were able to see the equator of the sphere, the black dots that encircle the sphere. There they are. It's the same sphere. Well, the same exact design. So they're similar spheres than the one we have in our possession. It probably has the ability to levitate as well. Do we have the comparison, please? Do we have the comparison of both videos, please? Go ahead. As you can see, and it's rotating, as you can notice. This is the Buga Sphere on the right, and you have the Yumbo Sphere on the left. So it's an unprecedented evidence. We have 2 different spheres with the same traits, and they both rotate at a high rate of speed.
First thing, we make X-rays, and we found that the sphere It doesn't have any, how you say, a joint. It's two hemispheres, but it's like this. We don't know how they did it because there is nothing that is joining both parts at the same time, you know? It's incredible. All the experts who have seen that is unknown technology. That's the first thing. We saw that the sphere was made of aluminum and also a lot of silicium. After we made the X-rays, where we found that the sphere had something inside, we took it to make tomographies. You have the images, and you can see an object inside, a dispositive, we call it, that's something that we think that moves there and creates the electromagnetic energy, and that's why this can somehow fly, because it annulates the gravity, and that's how it flies. Then we took it to the university in Mexico, and they found the most important thing is that there are many holes. All these holes have fiber optics, all kinds of sizes. Some of them as thin like a hair, some of them thicker, and we now know they are used to see everything around us. This is a big sensor. They can see everything. They can see through ultraviolet, probably infrared. They can see inside you. They can see your cells. They can see everything. And besides that, they have all these copper dots. We think that this is the antenna, and they are able to broadcast from the fiber optics to the antenna and from there to somewhere else. There is also these moons here. The inside of these moons is a different kind of aluminum than here. It's a different alloy. We don't know why. Also, we found that this looks like a chip. They couldn't find what it's made of. Probably it's an alloy that is unknown. We don't know for sure what it is. There are these letters, this message here. We don't know what it is. We are trying to find out. But something very interesting is that the sphere is very rustic. It was made with a very old technique to make the aluminum, to make the sphere. It's a technique that was used 5,000 years ago. Con arena húmeda, like a wet sand. It's a very old way to do it. The question is this: why is this sphere so advanced in technology and at the same time so rustic, so simple? And the only thing we found is that probably was made with the cleanest way to do it. Something we don't use it anymore, but it's the cleanest way to produce a sphere like this. Probably these civilizations that are very advanced are using all technologies because these technologies don't hurt the earth or the life on earth. That's probably the reason they use this technology of wet sand. This morning, we were able to set an agreement with the University of Mexico to continue the investigation.
Now I'd like to William Antonio Zúñiga, who personally decided to make this public. William Zúñiga, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start off by, I didn't want to show my face on camera. I didn't want to be made public. I'm a common worker. I work during the day, and I ran into this phenomenon, and I tried to record it with a Samsung device, one of the latest Samsung devices, and to my surprise, in part of that region, it's not strange to see anomalous objects at night. At the township of Yumbo, there's high visibility of unidentified aerial phenomenon, but this is not globally known. I told Jaime that I live close to the township of Yumbo, I have a ranch, and there's hills behind my house, and that's the reason I was able to film it. One of my friends told me that he always wanted to see a UFO, and he was frozen when he watched it. My colleagues are contractors. They could lose their jobs altogether if they're made public. That's the site where the sighting was made. This is a sugarcane plantation right here. It's very close to the city of Cali. And you can hear the sound that the sphere is making when it gets close to the sugarcane. That's how it sounds. We thought it was birds because in that sector there are birds that fly away. When we heard the whoosh, I saw the sphere going up from the sugarcane crops. And by the time I brought up my phone and I started recording, the sphere had already approximated some high-tension cable wires. I don't know why I was interested in the lines. Then it descends like 10 meters from the ground. We could see it very clearly. I tried to focus in on it, and then it goes down into the sugarcane field. It makes a whooshing sound, and there's different sounds that are being made, but there's outside sounds, but there's also the sound that the sphere is making when it makes friction against the sugarcane crop. And while it's rotating, while I'm filming it, I can see the ring around the sphere. Once I saw the ring, after I filmed it, I was a little bit preoccupied, and I tried to look for it. I tried to reach Jaime Maussan anyway, unsuccessfully. But I remembered that there was a similar object that appeared in Buga a month earlier, and I realized that it was Germany. I Googled it. So I sent him a WhatsApp message telling him that I wanted to make this video public, but that the only condition is that it reach Jaime Maussan, because we also wanted it to be analyzed by scientists from Mexico's Autonomous University. So I called David Vélez up. David called Jaime up. We shared the video. We waited a few days because we also sent it to Italian researchers who analyzed it with precise results regarding the image, which was not made artificially. They analyzed the cables, and I didn't want to show myself on camera, but since my name wasn't going to be made public, then I said, go ahead. But it was only after a while that I obtained the courage to say my name in public. It's incredible. Having this sphere in your hands is absolutely incredible. Right, Jaime? You're a contractor, correct? Yes, I'm a contractor of several companies. You got nothing to do with the phenomenon? Absolutely not. I don't even have social media at all. I don't have a Twitter account or anything. Were you bothered when they told you it was not authentic? Yes, of course. I admire Engineer Garrido a lot. It's one of the most respected universities throughout Latin America, and people are still talking. Did you know David previously? Did you know Jose previously? No, I didn't know either of them. I know them thanks to you, basically. I tried to contact you, but that was impossible, and I Googled up the Germany and Buga. And that's when I sent him a message, and he answered 20 minutes later. The Colombian people know that you're the author? No, they don't know it till right now, till this very instant. I'm a discreet person. I didn't even tell my wife about it. Someone said, don't tell anyone till it's official, till we have the Italian investigation. Even if I told my wife, she wouldn't believe it anyhow. And I did previous trips to Mexico, and now she's opening her mind, finally. She didn't believe you at first? Well, she's starting to believe, okay. And what I tell Jaime and his team, I was surprised to meet a large team who is fully prepared here. I have an old device, an old mobile device, and I gave it to Giorgio, who did the investigation, and they're also downloading everything that is there, all the metadata. But you think the video is authentic? 100%. And you think that one is the best filmed videos. What type of phone did you use to film it? This one right here, it's a Samsung S24, last generation. Thanks to the Samsung S24, I was able to record and focus in. Were you worried? Were you scared? No, not really. I was excited. When did you become scared? When I saw it up close at home. Because you don't realize the implications when you watch it on screen. But when you watch it up close, I did become preoccupied. I saw the small perforations, I saw the ring, and it's got like a stroboscopic effect. And when I zoomed in on it, it gave me the certainty that it rotates counterclockwise. But I could tell that it rotates because I have special research equipment to measure the revolution of an object, and I do it with a stroboscopic lamp to realize how fast it's spinning. And that's the same exact effect that we see on video, is the stroboscopic effect, where you see the perforations.
The sphere integration of fiber optics to send readings of its environment is remarkable. This is the most advanced drone aircraft we've currently come to know. I'm leaving you with evidence from George Adamski, featuring the Concorde. After reviewing it, I believe it will become obvious that it's now logical to assume they use these drones to study our current progress.
This spectacular footage was shot in June 1973 during one of the first flights of the Concorde. The luminous small object surrounds the supersonic plane and hovers for seconds in front of its engines.